do you want me to say, lads? What do you want me to say? Hello guys, how are you getting on? My name is Aaron Kelly, and if you cannot tell already, I am over the moon because Chelsea are through to the Champions League quarterfinals for I think the first time in like 7 years or something crazy like that. After a 3-0 aggregate win over Atletico Madrid, 2-0 on the night last night at Stamford Bridge. And honestly, I am baffled, unbelievably baffled at this Chelsea team. If you told me when this draw came out that we were going to beat Atletico Madrid 3-0 on aggregate, I'd have told you to go away and behave yourself. Because, like, honestly, the way Chelsea were earlier on in the season, struggling, you know, all over the pitch there was issues. I honestly, in a million years, could never have seen us beating this Atletico Madrid side, you know, a side that are so structurally sound and have been for so many years under Diego Simeone, defensively sound, and, you know, they always manage to just, you know, get themselves wins through any means possible. And last night, particularly in the second leg, we somehow managed to shithouse the very team that created the word shithouse. We'll get into the team news then. Obviously, Thomas Tuchel made 5 changes from the side that drew 0-0 with Leeds United at the weekend, and I was a little bit worried to see neither Mount or Jorginho playing, obviously due to their suspensions that they picked up in the first leg. So the team was obviously Edouard Mendy in goal, Azpilicueta, Zuma came in for Christensen, Rudiger obviously kept his place at left centre back, Reece James, Marcus Alonso came back in for Ben Chilwell, Kovacic, Kante, Havertz, Ziyech and Timo Werner starting up front. And to be honest, the game started off with Chelsea having quite a few scares. Could Carrasco have had a penalty when Azpilicueta seemed to drag him back? Maybe. Could Suarez have had a penalty when Antonio Rudiger seemed to bundle him from behind? Maybe. But do I give a shit? Hell no. If we're being honest, lads, I think if this match took place in England in the Premier League, the way the officiating has been in the Premier League this season, I think Atletico Madrid would have had 2 penalties last night for the Azpilicueta pullback on Carrasco and Rudiger's bundle of Luis Suarez. But Chelsea survived what I predicted to be an early onslaught, and it certainly was that, and we took the lead. Great work by Timo Werner to win it back. Then Kante plays it into Kai Havertz, who lifts a lovely ball over the top for Werner, uses that pace that we know he has. And one thing we have questioned about Timo Werner at times is his decision making in the final third, and particularly his end product in the final third. But here he picks out an absolute peach of a pass across the 18-yard box with his left peg, and there is Hakim Ziyech on his right foot to, I would say, smash it home, but place it home through the legs of Jan Oblak, who will be, you know, considering he is one of the world's best keepers, will be very, very disappointed with that, to be honest. Chelsea saw through till half-time then without, you know, restricting Atletico Madrid to very, very few clear-cut chances. And at that point, it was definitely a mountain to climb for Atletico Madrid. And you could tell Diego Simeone was panicking. He started bringing in the changes. He brought off Suarez, brought on the likes of Thomas Lemar, Angel Correa, who obviously both played the first leg. The way we worked as a team, like, everybody was doing the running. We questioned the work rate at times of Hakim Ziyech, of Kai Havertz in particular, the two of them. But them two boys put in an absolute shift. We knew Werner had the work rate. I think even Werner outdid himself last night with, you know, his working off the ball. It's pretty much how we got the first goal, thanks to Werner's work rate, winning the ball back, blocking the cross, and Chelsea were able to counter from there. But I gotta say, man of the fucking match in the middle of the park, that little man, our number 7, N'Golo Kante. The best midfielder in the world at what he does, and I don't want to hear any other arguments about it. He was outstanding last night. Absolutely outstanding. He's literally, when we talk about Kante, we talk about how such an amazing runner he is and how good his interception game is. He did that. He had those attributes last night, but maxed up to 100. He was absolutely everywhere on that pitch. I'm convinced he covered absolutely every single blade of grass on Stamford Bridge last night. And him and Kovacic together, people have been questioning, is that a combination that could work? It bloody did work. And Kovacic, once Kante won it back, was able to carry the ball and bring Chelsea out of tough situations, which Kante sometimes struggles with. The wing-backs, Alonso and Reece James, absolutely brilliant. And don't get me wrong, as long as Chelsea continues to play this 5-at-the-back system, Marcus Alonso starts for me. That's it. I know a lot of people are probably going to go back to my videos from the summer saying, I don't want to see Alonso or Rudiger ever again, but they've absolutely won me back. They really have. And it's the change of system. It's the change of manager. It's the change of system that has just worked for these players. Another one I want to talk about, Antonio fucking Rudiger. I think that was the best I've seen Antonio Rudiger play in a Chelsea jersey. When he went home last night, I'm sure he emptied his pockets and he found João Felix and he found Luis Suarez. Oh, fuck it, we'll bring out Thomas Lemar, Angel Correa when they came on. He was outstanding, Antonio Rudiger, like unbelievable. I felt a little bit bad for Andreas Christensen not getting the start, but Kurt Zouma did an excellent job, as did the skipper Azpilicueta. And Edouard Mendy didn't even have too many clear-cut saves to make, to be fair. Made one decent one towards the end from João Felix, but apart from that, Edouard Mendy was left very much as an audience member, a viewer, because he didn't have too many, saves to make. He wasn't called into action too many times. The final nail, well, not quite the final nail, but close enough to it, was put in the coffin with about 10 minutes left when Stefan Savic was sent off for an elbow on Antonio Rudiger. And this is what I mean when I say that we out-shithoused the shithousery of Atletico Madrid. It's just a little elbow back from Savic from the corner, catches Rudiger in the chest, and he goes down like a sack of spuds. Now, look, a lot of people would probably be questioning Antonio Rudiger, saying, well, how's that enough to, make him fall or make him go down? But if we're being honest here, lads, if it was up the other end, and let's say Antonio Rudiger elbowed Luis Suarez in the chest, you already know Suarez is hitting the deck. Unbelievable shithousery from Antonio Rudiger. And don't get me wrong, if this had happened, against my team, I would absolutely be livid. But because it's happened for my team, I'm like, fucking fair play, Tony, you know what I mean? And that extra space and the fact that Atletico Madrid had no choice but to throw the kitchen sink at it allowed space for Chelsea to get the second. Christian Pulisic, when he came on, running clear, plays it into Emerson, another substitution, and he absolutely buried it. Emerson, I mean, how many goals has Emerson got for Chelsea? I can't imagine too many off the top of my head. But this is a terrific finish on his left foot, and, with 5 or 6 minutes to go, Thomas Tuchel made a change of bringing on both Chilwell and Emerson. And Emerson pretty much just played as one of the front men, and he got his reward. A terrific finish from him. And one of my favourite parts of the evening was the camera panning up to the stand and seeing Thiago Silva pretty much kicking every ball that was being played on that pitch. And when that goal went in, 3 boys, Thiago Silva, Thiago Silva, Mount and Jorginho, running over to embrace each other, and it was just absolutely unbelievable scenes. One of the best nights that Chelsea have had in Europe in recent history, I think it's fair to say. And we're through to the quarterfinals. Unbelievable. At the start of the season, I would have said, if Chelsea can make it to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, I still think that's a decent run. But with the teams who are still left in it, there are still a lot of beatable teams in here, so, who knows what can happen. But I'm absolutely over the moon with Chelsea at the minute. We go into the draw tomorrow, which I might make a little video after the draw gets done tomorrow. But we have, obviously, you got Porto, who beat Juventus in incredible circumstances thanks to that late free kick. You've got Real Madrid, the only surviving Spanish club now after both Atleti and Barcelona were eliminated in this round. You've got PSG, last season's runners-up. Bayern Munich, the current holders of the trophy. Borussia Dortmund, very, very, very good side, and have one of the most potent strikers in Europe. And then you got the 3 English teams, Manchester City, Liverpool and Chelsea. All 3 of them English sides will be in the pot for the quarter-final draw on Friday, lads. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section down below. And if there's any Chelsea fans watching, let me know who you'd like to draw in the next round. Obviously, a lot of the popular answers are probably going to be Porto. I'd be happy enough for Chelsea to play any of the teams at the minute. Like, an unbelievable night, and wow, well done to Thomas Tuchel and all the Chelsea team. Like, 13 games unbeaten now in his first 13 games. That's better than any other previous manager of Chelsea Football Club. So that's where I'm going to wrap it up, lads. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you are new around here. And as always, I will catch you later.